You know, when you were coming here, Diaco he left, all that. I mean, do you look at this as like, does this feel like you made the right decision a year into it? And what
does.
like, I guess, validates that for you?
It definitely, Coach Van Gorder. I mean, Coach Van Gorder is a great coach, and I think he's trying to really build this culture here, tough ruggedness, especially like building around Niles and Jalen. So, I mean, that culture is something that I want to be a part of, and just being tough and rugged and pushing through things like and building on mental toughness. And one thing that we're really focusing on in the spring is mental toughness. Like you're gonna be banged up here and there, but still pushing through and still playing. So, I mean, Coach Van Gorder has a great system. Once you learn it and once you feel comfortable with it, you're gonna see production and you're gonna make plays. So, I mean, it's all. But the thing about his system is there's certain levels to it. I mean, you have to become a dependable player. You have to become a quality player. Then you have to be at a championship level player. So, I mean, that helps other players like understand where they're at.
That mental toughness. What's something, example of like where you had to push through something that challenged you mentally? That maybe at the beginning you're like, okay, how am I going to get through this? And you did.
I think in every practice, I think 88s. I mean, that's the tempo. Teams love to run hurry up, and we got to go through that every day. And we get graded for loafs, for just jogging on the field. So, I mean, that's something that you still have to push through and have mental toughness. And me being banged up in the spring too, that's something that I still have to push through. And I know I'm gonna get through it, but because pain is no excuse. There's all sorts of banged up bruises that everyone on the team has, but we're all pushing through.
Yeah, you mentioned the levels of Van Gorder's defense. I guess understanding that. I mean, how do you feel like that understanding has kind of changed now as opposed to when you were first trying to just figure everything out?
I think it's really changed now because I've paid more attention to the playbook. Before I thought I could just go out there and just play, but knowing your assignment now is very important for me, and it's very helpful because once I know my assignment, now I can just go out and play. And now once I can go out and play, now I got to just work on technique. So that's something I'm still working on, and I think the level part of it is really it helps the player understand where you're at. Because you can't. If you're not a dependable player, you can't be the superstar of the team. You can't be a Jalen, you can't be a Niles, you can't be a Joe Schmidt. So, I mean that, or a Kavari or a Sheldon. So like you just gotta understand your role.
With everyone being dependable now, or I guess absorbing this defense, what do you think the ceiling is for this D line now that that's kind of starting to sink in?
I mean, we got the number one defensive tackle in the country, Sheldon Day. So, I mean, he's leading us. He's a big brother. I love you, Sheldon. And he's been helping me along the way. So, I mean, it's a lot of thanks to him and Coach Gilmore, Coach Van Gorder.